Hey everybody, you're watching Cole the Corn Star. If you're even slightly interested in farming or just want to watch a 22-year-old farmer get some stuff done, you're in the right place. If you like the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Why hello there, John Deere without the grain cart that I completely forgot to film unhooking. Let's take you for a drive. Right now I'm on my way to my parents' house. We have a meeting with our bankers. We're gonna set up a budget for the farm for the next year. And then hopefully we'll get approved for a loan. Ooh, bumpy. Just casually rolling up 20 minutes late. All right. We just got done talking to the banker. That meeting only took like 4 hours, so it's after lunch now. John Deere's still sitting out here. It needs to be washed yet. I got kind of some bad news. So my one memory card got full of footage, and the one that's recording right now is almost full of footage. So I only got about 8 minutes of recording left on this memory card, so we're not gonna be able to get to watch me wash the tractor. What I'm gonna do is pull these panels off. There's radiators inside of here. I'm gonna take an air hose in there. I'm gonna blow all the dirt out of those, and then we're gonna power wash it, and then this will be squeaky clean. Did I mention that it's January 9th right now, and it is 55 degrees in central Iowa. Yesterday it was like 17 degrees and I was trying to power wash stuff. So today, it's gonna be kind of like being at the Bahamas, except we're not in the Bahamas, but that's not important. Let's just get the tractor clean. Okay, I know I just told you guys that I wasn't gonna record this, but you guys gotta see the dust that's gonna come off this thing. I'm really sorry guys, I thought there was gonna be a lot more dust. My bad. Now isn't it super annoying when you get done power washing a tractor and then realize you missed a whole bunch right on the hood? Just look at that. We got solutions. There we go, that's better. Wait, there we go, that looks a little better. Dad, what? I think we need a bigger shop.
I know it. It's tight right now.
As I hope everyone can clearly see, we've been moving some stuff around today. Got the Cornet in here, got the Freightliner in here, got the John Deere in here, got the John Deere all cleaned up. Most importantly, just look how beautiful it looks right now. Cooper's been working on the inside of the cab. He detailed the inside, and now he's putting in our Ag Leader in command 1200 monitor and getting all the wiring and stuff hooked up. That way, this will be ready for the planter. I even washed the skid loader. Well, kind of. I blasted off the main shell in between the wheels and stuff just to get that cleaned out. It's still kind of grimy looking. We'll do a quick recap on what all needs to be done in here. Let's start at the back. The Haggy sprayer. These rear leg mount bushings, that boy's bad on the inside, and so is that one. So these back two need to be replaced. Right there's a little spot that is almost punctured all the way through, so that airbag needs to be replaced. And then if you're walking under the machine here and you look up this gap, you can see there's a crack in the exhaust manifold. We can work on a lot of our own stuff, but the stuff on the Haggy, not quite stuff we're comfortable doing. So Jordan, the Haggy guy, he's gonna be coming out sometime this late winter, early spring, or sometime relatively soon, and he's gonna work on that stuff with us. And that brings us to the 7140 right here. We got a hydraulic drip somewhere in the back. For some reason it's not dripping right now. Well, it's just a baby little drip, but we need to look and find out what's going on there. And then we were gonna possibly look into the engine oil drip that was coming from there, but it's been sitting here for 24 hours and there's literally 2 drops on the floor, so that's probably not at the top of our priority list right now. Maybe if we feel like it will tear into it, but should be okay. But besides that little drip, the 7140 should be ready to go. So on the other side of the 7140, we got the red Volvo. So remember, we got the airbag replaced. I got the front end greased. Cooper took off the alternator belt. The new one should be in tomorrow, and we should be able to get that back on. Approximately right here under the cab, we got a little air leak. I'm gonna look at that tomorrow with Dad, and we're gonna diagnose if it's really worth fixing or not. It's just a little hairpin leak, and if it's gonna be $1,000 repair, not really worth it for something that loses 2 pounds an hour. Just annoying walking by a truck and hearing But other than that, I basically just need to grease the back end here. And then the red Volvo, can go to the big machine shed. And then we got the other semi here. Ah, the good old Freightliner. So we got a wheel seal or something along those lines leaking right here. So we'll pull the tire off and we'll tear into that and see if we can figure out what's wrong there. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're not good. In there, the fifth wheel, something is wiggling around, so we're gonna have to disconnect the trailer at some point and figure out what's going on there. I don't know if we can adjust it. I don't know if we need to get a new fifth wheel plate. I just don't know. We're gonna find out once we tear into it. And then under there, we got the main pumpkin differential, whatever you wanna call it. Every now and again, it wants to drip some 90 weight oil, so we need to see if we can figure out how we're gonna patch that up. Just little tiny hairpin holes somewhere. So those little hairpin holes, they just get you. On all of our trailers, we have bearings that go on the traps there. They're on the other side, but they're in the same spot. And on every single one of our trailers, they are bad. So at some point, all the trailers are gonna have to come back in here and have those replaced. And then back here, we got this arm underneath. Now this broke in the middle of harvest, so we welded it back on, but we got a brand new one we can stick in here. So we gotta pull these two wheels off, and then we'll put this arm back in, and we'll stick these two wheels on, and then this will be ready to go. But wait, there's more. This tire's bad, this tire's bad, and this tire's bad. Don't think I'm missing anything else on this. The corn head, oh. What's not to love about the corn head? Right here, this shaft is somehow bent. So when this spins around, it keeps kicking this in and out. That's how we could tell it was bent. So what I think we need to do is pull this shaft out, take all the slip clutches off, and then we'll pull that gearbox out on the particular one that's bent. Open that up, put a new one in, retime everything, stick it all back together. Lots of good fun. The combine's got about 21 things that need to be done to it. The Magnum 340. This is our newest tractor to the fleet. We've never used it in the field yet. I know we need to change the oil in it at some point, change the filters, change the air filter. And then Pete, the Ag Leader guy, is gonna come out and we're gonna put our Ag Leader In Command 1200 monitor in here for the planter. And we're gonna get all the auto steer stuff hooked up, and he may have more goodies for us. I don't know, but he needs to come out and do that stuff because I'm frankly not that good. And last but not least, we got the John Deere. The John Deere needs to have the oil changed and whatever respective filters changed. Cooper's getting the Ag Leader In Command 800 monitor hooked up in there right now. And we're kind of thinking about painting the exhaust pipe black. That would look nice, don't you think? So we got enough projects to keep ourselves busy for a couple days. And then once all this stuff gets done, we got more stuff. But not a lot, just more. Just look at the weather right now. It's screaming snow. Hey, Geo, how you doing? Oh my, you are dirty. Let's have a little update for the Geo. See how there's no hubcap cover for this? The other day, Neva was driving my car and got a flat tire. Didn't realize it. It ruined the tire. It was about 20 miles that direction. So we took it to a little tire shop, and the kid in there went to go take the tire off. And he put the impact right on this and went brrr, and it broke it. So now I gotta find a new hubcap somewhere. And at insult to injury, we stuck on a used tire, and then come to find out this tire's taller than all the other ones on the car. So now I gotta get a new tire so they all match. Otherwise, they're gonna wear unevenly. Oh well, lesson learned is my fault. I should have just had him put on a new tire right away, but I was trying to save a few dollars. I guess that came back and kind of bit me, didn't it? Oh well, lesson learned. Right now I'm on the way to the main heated shop. I got a meeting with a chemical guy. That's probably gonna take a good 4 hours. Once that's over, we're gonna start tearing into some equipment. Today's not too bad of a day for the middle of January. It's supposed to be 29 degrees as the high, but they are talking 100% chance of snow later this afternoon. So hopefully we don't get very much, because snow's not very fun to work in. See those big old chunks of mud in the road? Yeah, when those freeze, not gonna be very fun to hit with the vehicle. Get out of here. Hey, Coop. Okay, here we go. 5 hours later, we are finally done. We have some work to do on this semi, so let's get started. Here's the slight issue we're running into. We're running to replace this arm right here, so we gotta take this bolt out and this bolt out. But the issue is, this bolt here, you can't get an impact on it because, well, there's no room. There's no room on the other side, so either you have to take this brake chamber off, or you have to take this brake drum off.
You get a few bolts.
I need a creeper.
Reverse it so I get the wrench off.
The bolts on the brake chamber here weren't quite as rusted on as we thought, so we were able to get those off with a wrench and a hammer. We got this bolt out okay, but this one is not budging, so we're gonna heat this up with the torch, and then hopefully that torch will expand this middle enough and break some of that gunk free where we'll be able to get it off with the impact. If you heat something up with a torch and you can't get it off, I don't know what to tell you. I'd say just go buy a new one.
I say torch it till you get it off because I'm not buying a new one.
See guys, right there I wasn't thinking. This nut right here, it was red hot just a little bit ago. I decided to pick it up with an old rubber glove. Bonehead move. Luckily I dropped it before it burned me, but that's hot. There we go guys, got her put on, got that put back on. Now we just gotta stick on a wheel. That wheel's got a leak in it somewhere, so we're gonna leave that off so we can get that fixed. But in the meantime, we can get everything else back on. Whoa. While Cooper was putting the tire back on, I climbed under the red Volvo here. I got the back end greased, so now the front end's greased. All we gotta do is put the alternator belt back on here and then investigate into that small air leak under the cab a little bit more and see if it's worth our time or not. But before we get to that, Cooper's tearing into this wheel seal that was bad on the Freightliner here. What are you finding so far?
Well, we got a new one and it's the wrong one, so yeah. But everything else looks pretty good in here. The old one was pretty shot. Dad's having fun back there.
I go to pump some oil, Cole. This little pumper on here ain't very old. I go to grab the pumper and it rips out from there. So it ain't doing its job. It's like, really? But anyhow, it broke.
All right, guys, we are making decent headway here. Cooper got the seal pulled off. I got the front end of this semi greased. Now I just got the back end to do. This semi is pretty much done now. They got the alternator belt on. There's no more squeak. How awesome is that? So once we get the hole in the tire patch back there, we'll get that slapped back on. We'll get the correct seal for this. And then we got to crawl in the cab here, tear apart the dash, and figure out what's leaking like a sieve inside of there. Not really looking forward to that one. And then we got the bearings on the traps, and last but not least, the fifth wheel plate. I have bad news. The video's over. If you liked the video, remember to give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions, write it down in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe.